What is up, YouTube? This is Smitty. I have a really important video today. I'm wearing my good red shirt to go along with my I Heart Gains logo. But look, this video, I'm going to incorporate some research tactics to help me validate some of my beliefs. Now, approximately 70 million Americans suffer from digestive disorders. The global burden of digestive diseases is estimated to be 21.7 million disability-adjusted life years. Colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer in the world, with an estimated 1.8 million new cases and 881,000 deaths in 2018. Globally, an estimated 1 in 3 people suffer from at least one form of malnutrition, including undernutrition, micronutrient deficiencies, and overweight and obesity. Inflammatory bowel disease affects an estimated 3 million adults in the United States. So basically, this video, I just want to concentrate on one thing, and I think it's digestion. Recently, I came across the idea that B-complex vitamins help you metabolize macronutrients, right? So we know that, one popular form of weight loss involves counting your calories, right? So listen to the foods that you have and their macronutrient ratios. And basically it's like this. So 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. And 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, right? And so if you look at your macronutrient ratios from the meals that you have, they typically are going to add up to your calories that you've consumed in a day. And then the popular theory is that calories you consume, in order to maintain the same weight, you're going to have to expend that many calories in a day, basically, right? There are other factors that factor into this to where that doesn't work anymore because in theory, if you would do that, you can get down to 0 pounds, right? So I think cardiovascular health plays a role in how quickly or how efficiently you oxidize fat and how quickly or inefficiently oxidation happens in your body. Also, I would say the fact that the amount of food or the amount of nutrients you recycle, like the amount of vitamins and minerals you get from your food that you recycle, play a factor. And also your metabolic health plays a factor in all this and how quickly you burn calories or lose calories. And also your efficiency. So like you may be able to run a mile right now and you may burn X amount of calories. As your body gets more efficient and as your muscle memory improves, your efficiencies improve and the amount of calories and the way you lose calories probably changes over time. So anyway, basically it's about digestion. I want to see how digestion plays a role in our health in 2 aspects, right? And so if you're an endurance athlete, for example, you may have a high histamine content and then the way digestion happens in your body may be a little different. I have 2 theories. One of my theories is based on enzyme profile. So if the enzyme profile is really good, you will have less kidney problems and less GI tract problems, right? So if you're good at digesting food really well, then your kidneys don't have to work as hard. But if you're not as good at doing that, then you may have more GI tract problems, more acid reflux that leads to other issues, and then you may have more issues with the kidneys. So I'm going to ask my friendly ChatGPT-enabled app about kidney health and its relation to enzymatic profile. So I asked it one question is about like kidney disease and your ability to digest stuff, where I call that enzymatic deficiencies. So if you're deficient in some enzymes, you might have issues. So my question is, how might enzymatic deficiencies play a role in kidney disease? Cite relevant sources in MLA format. Enzymatic deficiencies can play a role in kidney disease by causing metabolic disorders that affect kidneys. Here are some relevant sources: metabolic acidosis and alkalosis, a Merck Manual, Professional Version 2021. 2 inborn errors of metabolism in the kidney. This article provides an overview of how enzymatic deficiencies can affect kidney function and inborn errors of metabolism. Enzymopathies in the kidney, Pediatric Nephrology, 2008. So I have in case you haven't seen it in my other videos, I have a pretty unique, interesting issue with my kidneys. So I get kidney stones regularly and I can feel them forming and I take vitamin K2 to get rid of them. So It started years ago. I got a kidney stone and I urinated it out and it was painful. And the doctor told me that it was calcium, mostly calcium. I was taking a lot of calcium supplements. But now, even to this day, if I drink a lot of milk or if I take a lot of cheeses, I can feel the kidney stones forming in my back. Maybe there's referred pain in other areas. And I noticed that when I take sufficient levels of vitamin K2 and K1, it kind of dissolves that little forming kidney stone. And then it leads to, a better, less painful existence. And I also, since I was a kid, I've also had issues with my GI tract. And I'm thinking that some of the issues are related to enzymes and enzyme deficiencies, and in particular, enzymes that process histamine, because histamine can cause another problem with the digestion. So I asked my friendly chat GTP-enabled lab questions around the GI tract and enzymes. The question is, how might enzymatic deficiencies play a role in GI issues? Cite relevant sources in the format. And it says, enzymatic deficiencies can play a significant role in gastrointestinal issues by impairing the digestion and absorption of nutrients. Enzyme replacement therapy in digestive diseases, World Journal of Gastroenterology, 2008. This article explains how enzymatic deficiencies can contribute to GI issues such as malabsorption and pancreatic deficiency. It discusses the use of enzyme replacement therapy to treat these conditions by supplementing deficient enzymes. The article also highlights the importance of early diagnosis and treatment to prevent long-term complications. The next one is lactose intolerance and the role of lactase in digestion of dairy products, Journal of American College of Nutrition. Enzyme deficiencies in celiac disease, Digestive Diseases and Sciences, Volume 6 from 2011. This article discusses how enzymatic deficiencies can contribute to the pathogenesis of celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder that affects small intestine. It explains how deficiencies in digestive enzymes such as pancreatic enzymes and brushwater enzymes can impair the digestion and absorption of nutrients, leading to malabsorption and other GI symptoms. The article also highlights the potential role of enzymatic replacement therapy in the management of celiac disease. So I might say, how might GI issues play a role in kidney health? So the question was, how might digestive and GI issues play a negative role in kidney health? Cite relevant sources in the format. Digestive and GI issues can have a negative impact on kidney health by causing metabolic disturbances and inflammation. Here are some relevant sources in the format. Gastrointestinal disorders and kidney disease, a novel relationship, from Saudi Journal of Kidney Disease and Transplantation from 2020. This article provides an overview on the relationship between gastrointestinal disorders and kidney disease. It explains how various GI disorders, such as inflammatory bowel disease, celiac disease, and chronic constipation, can contribute to kidney damage through mechanisms such as chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic acidosis. The next one says gastrointestinal dysfunction and chronic kidney disease, Journal of Renal Nutrition, 2016. This article discusses how gastrointestinal dysfunction can contribute to the progression of chronic kidney disease, CKD. It explains how CKD can impair GI function, leading to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, and constipation, which can further exacerbate kidney damage by causing metabolic disturbances and inflammation. And the next one is gut microbiota and kidney disease, a bidirectional relationship, pediatric nephrology from 2019. This article focuses on the bidirectional relationship between the gut microbiota and kidney health. It explains how alterations in the gut microbiota, such as dysbiosis and increased gut permeability, can contribute to the development and progression of kidney disease through mechanisms such as inflammation and oxidative stress. The article also discusses the potential for gut microbiota targeted therapies to improve kidney health. Now, in essence, like vitamin K2 plays a large role in a lot of this, right? So vitamin K2 helps to port calcium in the blood to where it needs to go in your system. So to your muscle, your bones, your tendons, and ligaments. So if there's calcium floating around in your blood, because of vitamin D and calcium, the way they react, without K2, it doesn't get ported as efficiently to where it needs to go in the body, like to your muscle, to your bones. It took me a little bit longer than I expected, but I got to the right answer through a couple of series questions. And if you're not aware of the way I do research on this channel, I typically start with a theory. I tend to support my theory through the responses I get to the questions I ask. And usually there are studies that are aligned with my way of thinking. So anyway, these articles tend to help me understand that, we don't know a lot about science and the way the body works. And I found out information about enzymes from a very popular YouTuber interviewed a bodybuilder, and the bodybuilder was like, look, one thing I found out when calories in, calories out stopped working is that my enzymatic profile wasn't where it needed to be. So I supplemented with enzymes, and that's how he was able to continue his career. So anyway, if you like this video, click a like and subscribe. If you need help reaching your fitness goals or wellness goals, there are resources in this video on this YouTube channel at iHeartGames.com. I'm Smitty. I hope you reach your fitness goals, and I'll talk to you next week.